Hey everyone, Digger here. You're probably wondering what this is. Well, if you read the title, you'll see that I'm beating Pokémon Black with only an Aipom. Let's see the rules. Rule 1, only Aipom in battle. Rule 2, no items in battle, only items outside of battle. Rule 3, HM Pokemon will be allowed. This is my first challenge, so I'm really excited to see if I can do it. I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Snivy with Aipom. I do this so my rival will have him bored. First battle in the game versus Bianca, I take some time to look at my moveset and start the scratch list of early game Pokemon. I do the same against Sharon. I hope you guys like seeing sped up footage, because all the battles will be like that. I check Aipom's stats. She has a calm nature, minus attack plus special defense, which is rough. I name her High 5, because that's hilarious. Now I need to fight N, another scratch fest, but the speed up's faster this time. Get used to that. After clearing the next route, I need to fight Bianca again. I search a Pokemon 3 times in total, and breeze on through. Next is Sharon, also for the second time in the first minute of the video. Incredible game design. Anyway, I scratched through his Tepig, but it has a berry. That doesn't matter though, and I scratched through his other Pokemon as well. Next is the Striuton City Gym, where I have to fight Chili. Scratch on Lillipup and take a soft bite. I got some scratches on Chili's pants here, and he used a potion before using the final workup boost to Incinerate. Okay, next attempt. I scratched down Lillipup, taking a tackle and a bite. I land a Tail Whip and take an Incinerate. He uses a workup and I scratch. And that potion won't save him. Guess I was too hot for you. Next is another Sharon battle. God, there are so many. In this fight he didn't attack me at all, despite all the defense drops. Seems like a waste. Now for the actually important fight. Enspidove lowers my defense and hits a quick attack, and is taken down with some scratches. Next is Timber, who hits a low kick but wastes a turn with focus energy, allowing me to get the KO. I'm low, so Timple finishes me off. N was a brick wall, but here's my winning attempt. I one-shot the Bidove and hit Timber with 2 sand attacks. Low kick still lands, and I get a tickle off, and take him down with a scratch. Now I have more health going into Timple, which I hit with 2 scratches. With that out of the way, we have Lenora. Since I did this fight around 19 times, I'll just show you first and last attempts. Herdier's Intimidate lowers my attack, and I go for a Sand Attack. He leers me, and I use a Workup. The Sand Attack came in handy, and he missed Takedown. I use another Sand Attack and start setting Workups, taking a ton of leers for using Workup. I use Scratch twice, taking down the Herdier. Next is Watchog. I use a Sand Attack, causing her to miss Retaliate. I land a scratch, but next turn Retaliate takes me low. Watchog uses Hypnosis, which puts me to sleep, allowing them to finish me off. The luck is so bad. The attempts between this one, she never missed Hypnosis, and her takedowns would always hit through Sand Attack. Anyway, I start working up and one-shot Herdier with Scratch. I almost one-shot Watchog, but they land Hypnosis. However, I have a Chesto Berry, which lets me take it down. Does this normally happen? Anyway, literally nothing interesting happens in between Gym 2 and 3. I use 2 double hits to take down Whirlipede, lowering Dwebel's defense with Tickle and taking a few sand attacks, and I take him down with double hit. I use double hit on Levani, but run out of power points, losing this attempt. Attempt number 2, I use double hit, take a pursuit, and use another double hit on Venipede. Hit Dwebel with a Tickle, set up a workup, and take down Dwebel. Then easily dismantle Levani. God, this gym really bugs me. Another Bianca fight now, 3 workups, and I'm double hitting everything. Sharon's next, and basically suffers through the same fate, but faster. Found a Maractus, that could be a challenge. I was gonna make a Ferris wheel joke, but the text blocks were broken for some reason. Silence. Now we fight. I turn the animations on, and take down Sandile with a double hit. I hit Scraggy with a double hit, but get hit by a Swagger. Still make it through confusion, but I miss. After getting hit, I take him down with another double hit. I missed a double hit on Darumaka, getting hit by Fire Punch, landing double hit afterwards, taking down Sigilyph with a double hit. Duh! What is that? After that monstrosity, we fight the real monster, Lisa. I go for a workup and take a small amount of damage from Volt Switch, use another workup and take another Volt Switch. Now that I set up, I double hit Emolga for the KO. The next one comes out, but Volt switches into Zipstrika, who gets one shot by a double hit. Now I can take down that Emolga. I guess you're shocked you lost? I dress High 5 up like a lovely lady. Okay, time for Sharon. A fake out stopped my workup, but I still get it off the next turn. He uses Torment so he can't set up more, and I KO his Liepard. Since I can't use another double hit, I work up. Take a Seed Bomb and KO with double hit. My Torment still hasn't worn off, so double hit next turn. For some reason Sharon doesn't use a fighting move, and I take down his Pignite. Now I'm gonna fight these kids. I did in fact not fight those kids. I get the expert belt in Funky Town. These battles are weirdly hard to commentate when they move so fast, so here's footage of me running out of PP and dying. I teach High 5 Grassnot. Next up is Clay, Funky Town gym leader. It starts with Croc Rock, so I work up. He uses Torment, forcing me to double hit instead of set up. I use Grass Knot on Palpitoad, but he survives with a Sliver and hits a Muddy Water, lowering my speed. Clay uses a Super Potion, and I work up. Grass Knot knocks out Palpitoad. He sends out Excadrill. I can't Grass Knot, so I go for double hit. He uses a Bulldoze, which lowers my speed, allowing him to get off a Rock Slide. Clay uses a Hyper Potion, and I double hit again. He gets a Rock Slide, and I lose. Attempt number 2. I open with Work Up, and Krokorok uses Bulldoze, lowering my speed. I use another Work Up, and he uses Swagger. Hitting myself with +4 attack would not be good. Luckily, double hit lands through the confusion. It also takes out Palpitoad. Excadrill outspeeds and uses Slash. Rock Slide flinches me, and 2 slashes bring me down to a Sliver, but my double hit lands and gets me the win. Maybe you should ground your ego, Clay. Next is another easy Bianca fight. I start with a Work Up to shake off Intimidate. I take almost no damage from a takedown. Eviolite is broken. After the second Work Up, I double hit Herdier for the KO. Duat is also free with double hit, and the same goes for the rest of their team. These rivals need a Ghost type. Next is Thunderwave Cave N, another character who never uses a Ghost type. N starts with a Bulldor. I use Work Up, and he goes for a Smackdown. I use the second Work Up, and he goes for an Iron Defense. Luckily, Grass Knot is a special attack. He lives with Sturdy, but just uses another Iron Defense, so I take him down next turn. Joltik is a simple double hit KO. Ferroseed took a lot of health because of Iron Barbs, and lands a Metal Claw. I take him out in the next turn. Here's what happens when I need to fight a Ghost type trainer. This trainer was harder than Skyla. Luckily, I get Shadow Claw here, so that won't be an issue. Anyway, time for Skyla. I take out Swoobat with the aforementioned Shadow Claw. I misclick Shadow Claw on Pheasant, allowing it to get a Leer off. I set up a Work Up, and take another Leer. Got hit by a Quick Attack and KO on Pheasant with a double hit. And then I double hit the worst water flying type. You might have lost, but it was damn good flying. Now for another Cheren fight. I start with a Work Up and get hit by a Taunt, so I just start double hitting. I do the same to his Pignite. Simisage is only one double hit, Liepard lands a Fake Out, I miss a double hit, and take an Assurance, using another double hit to win. Next important event is the Bryson battle. I simply start off with a double hit, and he goes for an Acid Armor. Then I do another double hit, get a crit, and take down Vanillish. Next is Beartick. I do a double hit, and take an Icicle Crash, taking Beartick down with another double hit. I then one-shot Cryogonal with a double hit. If I wasn't so well prepared, that battle could have been chilling. Check out this cinematic. In the Relic Castle, I took the Plume Fossil. I knew if I didn't say what I took, you'd all ask. Finish the joke yourself. Next up is another Bianca fight. I realize I go through all the same steps I went through in all the other Bianca fights, so I'm going to take this time to tell you to recommend me a Pokemon challenge. I'm already recording the next one, but the one you comment could be used after that one. The next one is Platinum with Elekid, by the way, which I'm expecting to be much harder. Now for the Drayden fight. He leads with Fracture, so I set up 3 Work Ups and he does 4 Dragon Dance, giving me a KO without taking damage. Next is Druddigon, who was hard to deal with in the previous attempts. This time he just gets one shot, along with Haxorus. Aren't you happy that fight didn't drag on? Time for Cheren, for what I think is the final time. He still only has 4 Pokemon. Spoiler alert, I lose this attempt because of Unpheasant's taunt not allowing me enough Work-Ups. Attempt number 2. This time Unpheasant gets a taunt off too late, allowing me to get 2 Work-Ups on, setting up for a nice sweep. Honestly, this challenge has been way too easy. Can somebody tell me what these gates are called? Because I seriously have no idea. They need to have some type of name. Okay, so on Victory Road, High-Five fainted to this doctor, and I had my HM Pokemon with me. So I just sat there throwing Pokeballs while this guy kept using Entertainment. I really don't know why. I teach High-Five Shadow Claw for Chantal, and we get into the battle. I gave High-Five a Pechaberry because I thought her Cofagrigus had Toxic. It doesn't, so I pointlessly let my Eevee let go. I was still able to set up Work Up and Shadow Claw through her entire team. Next is Grimsley, who I really had nothing for. I started by getting some Work Ups and taking accuracy drops with Sand Attack. Scrafty would go down to 2 double hits, but he keeps getting healed. Eventually he goes down, but it's obvious I'm not winning this when Crocodile comes out. I grab Brick Break and try again. This time I use 2 Work Ups and one-shot Scrafty with a Brick Break. And that's all she wrote, because the hit sentence is the whole fight. Damn, this is nice. Next is Caitlyn, but 1 Work Up isn't enough, and I lose to Focus Blast. Okay, second attempt. Uniqueless misses 2 Focus Blasts, allowing me to get 3 Work Ups before 1 hits. This is most definitely enough boost to sweep through these Psychic types. Next is Marshall. I take out Throw with Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics, but Conkeldurr lived and took me out with a Hammer Arm. After several attempts at the Elite Four, which helped me level up, I came back, got off a Work Up, and one-shotted his team, until Sot came out. He has Sturdy, which is pretty scary, but since he didn't kill me, all he could do is heal, until his time comes. Here's stats and final movesets. Honestly, 100 in most stats is good for a challenge Pokemon. Here's another really cool DS cinematic. There's a lot of these in Black. Time for N. I start with a workup and he hits a fusion bolt for low damage. I go for another workup and he sets up light screen. I go for double hit and he uses another fusion bolt, and I take him out with double hit. Zoroark is an easy one-shot with Brick Break. Same with Klinklang and Vanillux. Karakosta would be the same story, if not for Sturdy, and he takes me out with Stone Edge. Several attempts later, and it's pretty much the same. Workup, beat Zekrom, Zoroark, Klinklang, and Vanillux in that exact order, but this time Karakosta misses Stone Edge. He goes for a full restore, but it doesn't matter. I Brick Break Archeops into Defeatus so he can't do anything to me, and I take down N. Now for the actual final boss. This fight starts off with a workup, then I get hit by Toxic. Of course, one workup isn't enough, so this fight is already over. I head back to Funky Town to get a Shell Bell, and it's here that I found, even with healing, I just didn't have enough health to get through Toxic, and since Toxic goes up in damage every turn, I won't even at max level. So, is the challenge over? Apparently not, because on one very special attempt, Koffagrigus first turn protects, allowing me to get a workup and sweep through Gits' team Toxic free. So that's it, the challenge is over. It was surprisingly not that hard. The next challenge, as I mentioned before, is Platinum with only one Elekid. I'm not sure when that one will be up, considering the difficulty of it, and also the editing, script writing, and voiceover process. Comment a challenge you want after that one, and subscribe to be notified when the next one comes out. Also, special thanks to Noah for proofreading this script and also checking out the footage. Hey, Editing Digger here. I just want to say that if some of the fights felt a little bit fast, it was because I just didn't have the audio at the correct speed. It was either too short or too long, so I either had to speed up or slow down. Well, I couldn't slow down, I had to cut, because reasons. Just, yeah, pretty much that's all I came here to say, honestly.